"Fight him, Max. Don't just stand there," the man shouted, his voice slicing through the quiet tension outside Buckingham Palace. The bulldog's growl echoed across the courtyard as tourists gasped and scrambled back. The royal guard, still as stone, didn't flinch. His eyes, locked forward beneath the towering bearskin hat, betrayed not a trace of fear. The scene was surreal. A furious dog, an arrogant tourist, and a soldier bound by honor and centuries-old discipline. But what no one knew was that the royal guard wasn't just standing still out of duty. He was standing still out of grief. It was a crisp autumn morning in London. The palace gates gleamed in the early sun, and the rhythmic click of boots on cobblestone blended with the chatter of tourists. Among them was Ethan Ward, a brash American businessman known for his loud voice, expensive clothes, and a bulldog named Max, a muscular, restless creature that mirrored his owner's pride. Ethan strutted toward the guard post, smirking. He'd been recording vlogs of his trip, full of jokes about British traditions and stiff soldiers. Behind him, his cameraman laughed nervously, sensing the line between humor and disrespect was thinning. And there he stood, Private Henry Collins, a member of the Queen's Guard. Young, disciplined, and silent as a statue, his posture perfect, his eyes forward. But beneath the stoic exterior, Henry's heart was heavy. Just 2 weeks earlier, he had lost his younger brother, also a soldier, in a training accident. Yet here he stood, fulfilling his duty, because that's what a Collins man did. They served with pride, no matter the pain. Ethan stopped just a foot away, waving his phone. "Hey, tough guy. You're not allowed to move, right? Not even for this." He pointed at Max, who barked furiously at the unmoving guard. The tourists around began filming, sensing drama. The guard remained still. "Come on, Max. Show him who's boss." Ethan laughed cruelly. The bulldog lunged forward, barking so close that spittle hit Henry's polished boots. Still not a twitch. The silence was thick, heavy enough to shame some of the bystanders, but Ethan's ego only grew. "See? They're just trained statues. Nothing real about it." But inside Henry's mind, a quiet storm brewed. He wanted to react, to defend his dignity, but every muscle in his body fought the urge. The guard's code demanded restraint. The eyes of history were on him. Then it happened. Max lunged forward again, his teeth catching the edge of Henry's glove. The crowd gasped. Henry's hand jerked slightly, but instead of striking back, he calmly lifted it, palm outward, steady and commanding. That simple gesture stopped everyone. Even the dog froze. Henry's voice finally broke the air, quiet but razor-sharp. "Stand down, sir. Control your animal." It wasn't loud, but it carried authority, the kind that comes from quiet strength. Ethan scoffed. "Oh, now you talk? You're not so tough without your little gun, are you?" Henry didn't respond. His hand dropped back to his side. The air felt tense, electric. Then a woman's voice rang out from the crowd. "Sir, that's enough. That man's brother died last month serving your country's allies." All eyes turned. It was an elderly lady holding a small British flag. She stepped forward, her eyes burning with quiet fury. "You think bravery is shouting and filming? Try standing guard for hours in silence while the world mocks you. The same world your family died protecting." Ethan's grin faded. The woman's words hit harder than he expected. His cameraman lowered the phone. The bulldog, sensing the change, sat down quietly beside him. The tension melted into uneasy silence. Ethan looked at Henry again, this time not as a target for mockery, but as a man. The guard's eyes met his, unflinching yet deeply human. Something broke in Ethan. He reached down, patting Max's head. "Let's go," he muttered, voice low. But before he turned to leave, Henry did something no one expected. He took one small step forward, eyes locked on Ethan. "Sir," he said quietly, "discipline isn't weakness. It's what keeps chaos from winning." That line would later flood social media, replayed millions of times. By evening, the video had gone viral, but not for the reason Ethan intended. The internet wasn't laughing at the guard. They were inspired by him. News outlets titled it "Royal Guard Teaches a Tourist the Meaning of Respect." Ethan's own footage showed his arrogance dissolve into shame. Comment sections filled with words like honor, discipline, and true strength. A week later, Ethan posted a new video, not of jokes, but of apology. Standing outside the same palace, he spoke softly to the camera. "I came here to laugh, but I left with a lesson. That soldier, he showed me what control really looks like. I'm sorry." The comments section overflowed with forgiveness and admiration for both men. Months later, Henry Collins received a letter from Buckingham Palace. It wasn't just recognition for his composure. It was an invitation to attend a private ceremony where he was honored for exemplary discipline and courage under provocation. As he stood once more in uniform, he thought of his brother, of duty, and of that day when a man's arrogance became his own redemption. Sometimes, true strength isn't in how loud you roar, but in how silently you stand. If this story touched you, subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, respect is the highest form of strength.